Hi, welcome back to Exam Debug. I'm Chris McKenna. Today we're going to be looking at variables. So variables are one of the most common things that you will use in any programming language, but especially in Python. And all they are placeholders. They're boxes that we maybe leave empty or that we can put stuff into in preparation for our program. So, you don't always know what is going to be entered in there, and you've got to reserve a space, you've got to reserve a box that people can put things into. For example, if you ask someone their name, you've got to have a place where you can put that name into. Think of it like a form like this. So, you're asking, even on a paper form, you would leave some space on the form where the value will be entered. And that's kind of what a variable is. So it could change. It's going to change from person to person, but it's always going to be a name. So don't worry if you don't get that right away. You'll see maybe more clearly once we start doing it in Python today. So let's start with where we left off last time. So let's explain what's going on here. I'm going to delete my first one, apart from the print. So print is probably one of the most useful things you will ever learn. And if we run it, it will say down here. So all it will do is it will take whatever is inside here and it will output it to the console on the side. Now, the thing to notice is it's in these quotation marks. And these quotation marks mean that it is text. Yes, it's alphanumeric, it's words and numbers, but it's just text. If you, for example, didn't put this in, if you didn't put the quotation marks in, it would think that this has some kind of special meaning in the program. We think it was actually as a variable. We'll come back to that. So we press F5, we're going to get an invalid syntax error. So if you want it to be text, you must put it in the quotation marks. Now, that's all very good. So we say hello world. What we can do though is instead of using text, we can put a variable in there. So I'm going to make a variable here and I'm going to call it name. Name. And I'm going to say name equals, now notice it's a single equals, we'll come back to that at a later date. Name equals, sorry, wrong keyboard. Name equals Chris. Yeah, which is me. So what this is going to do is it's going to put this string, this text, into this box called name. Now what I can do is I can see what is inside name by printing it. So this means print whatever is inside this here. So if I run it, it's going to say hello world and I'm Chris McKenna. If I change this text here, it's Chris, and save and run, it's going to say hello Chris. So this box can be passed around to different parts of the program, and no matter what the value is, it will use the value. And we can change the value, we can amend the value, we can do other stuff with it as well. And the other thing is, in our print statement, we can add things together. For example, we could say, hello, I'm going to put space in, plus name. And so it's going to say, hello, Chris. So it's going to be hello plus the content of the variable. Now that's pretty good so far, but it's all very static. It's all very locked down. So what we would like to do is ask the person what their name is. So how do we get information from the user? In Python, we can use something simple. We can use something called an input. And again, it has brackets. So this brackets is are very important. If you don't have them, it's not going to work, and the contents are going to be inside here. So I'm going to say in here, what's your name? Sorry, I have the wrong keyboard settings at the moment, because I was playing about with it. That's why I keep doing the @ sign instead of the quotation marks. Okay, so it says the variable name is going to be the answer to the user's question. So let's see how that works in practice. So if we save it and run it, if you can see that down there very well. So down here, hello world, what's your name? Now I could say anything here. I'm going to be John for today. And it's going to say hello John. So this is the question it's going to ask. And the result of this, name will become the result of it. And then we're going to print hello name down there. Okay, great. So what would be a good practice is start, maybe come up with your own little program that's going to use these. So it's going to ask questions, and it's going to use and print out the names and things with whatever the answer is from the user. So we've got print, output to the screen, input, asks the user for some information, and a variable, in this case name. It could be called anything, it could be called answer. This is the name I give it, and it should be meaningful. That's very important. Don't just be like A1. No, give it a meaningful name so that other people reading your program can understand what's going on. Okay, thanks very much. Hope that was helpful. Any questions? Ask below.